I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride, and I'm wanted, dead or alive. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride, and I'm wanted, dead or alive. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just picked up a tractor from Eureka, California. And we are about to port it to somewhere far away. Not sure where we're going. I guess I didn't. I thought I filled up with gas, but I was incorrect. So we're going to drive here out of Eureka, the curvy road, as most of you guys know it. For those of you who have driven on these roads. I've never actually been to Eureka, California. I would imagine it's somewhat realistic as far as the curviness. And probably a heck of a lot shorter than it is in real life. But we are strapped with a tractor, and we're going to take this down. So, man, things have been crazy here. It's been some crazy storms going on, and I've got a lot of work coming up here. I can't right now, Mater, because I'm driving a semi-truck. You might have to ask Goosey to help you with that one. I have a hard time closing things from here. Let's see, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I do need to sleep sometime midday, unfortunately, which means it's going to push us into the nighttime. But what can you do? Sleep comes when it comes. Hi, Goosey.
I love my daddy a lot.
I love my Goosey a lot.
Those are lots of trucks.
This is a busy road. I like the way the other road parallels it. It's pretty cool.
Road?
It is a truck road.
Are any cars on it?
It's at 55 there, and it says 30 here. What the heck?
That's a mail truck.
This is a mail truck?
No, there's a mail truck that passed by. Yeah,
Oh, on the other road?
Yeah.
Did you see a mail truck?
Yeah, it stopped and did.
Well, I guess even if it's 55, I can't go much faster than this anyway.
The airplane game was actually real time.
This is real time?
Yeah, no, the airplane game that's
Oh, my airplane game is real time. You're right. I splurged the other day. I saw the Microsoft Flight Simulator, the Steam version. Now I have X, but it doesn't work very well with Windows 10. So for whatever reason, the Steam version, because it's kept up or whatever, does work with Windows 10. So it was on sale for $7, and I splurged and bought it. So in the past, my kids have run Copilot, so a lot of times, I'll tell them what keys to press on the keyboard. I'll fly the airplane, and then they press the buttons to alert the tower that we're inbound and that kind of stuff. And we may do a recording session for one of those. We usually try to do some of the missions, but it's a lot of fun. And then I also bought, let's see, it's like an AccuFeel pack or something like that. It makes the airplane bounce around, and there's more sounds and stuff like that. They add squeals to the brakes and just things that you could hear on a real airplane that Microsoft kind of missed out on. So with the AccuPack and then I also bought a realistic airport textures pack, so it kind of gives you like more types of vehicles on the tarmac, makes the airport look a little more realistic. So I bought those DLCs with it. So I think the grand total was like $20. But everything that I bought was like 50% off. So I got like $40 of software for $20. No, I don't play it a ton. Once again, you have to set up a joystick, and you have to be in the mood to run for hours and hours. Of course, this game's kind of like that too, though. But we are doing really well financially. In fact, when we get done with this ride, we'll probably pay off the rest of our loan. We'll take a look and see where we are, which means at the end of the episode, we may be able to purchase a new truck, because we're going to pay off the loan and then take out a new set of loans, max ourselves out again. And we'll hire another driver and do all that good stuff. I don't know how long of a ride this is, but I know it's a bit of a trip. So 22 hours, 43 minutes.
My daddy's 42.
That's right. I'm 42 years old, Goose.
This Evan's 2 birthdays ahead of me, and you're 2 birthdays ahead of Mommy.
That's right.
When's my birthday going to happen?
Your birthday
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. No, your birthday.
Mine's July.
Oh my gosh, I forgot Mater's birthday. June.
July.
July.
The same day Ellen's birthday is.
His birthday is not the same day as Evelyn's.
No, it's July.
So Evelyn's June 28th and he's July 28th?
No, Ellen's July and John's July.
Okay, so then John is July.
28th.
Oh my gosh, no, Evelyn's is the 28th. Oh my gosh.
John's July.
I'm in trouble, John. I don't remember when your birthday is.
July 20.
So when you have 6 kids, it's like...
July 27.
No, you have to go ask Mom. You have to ask Mommy.
Baby. No, you were the
All I remember, let's see, Seth is...
I was the fourth baby.
Mark is April 6th, Seth is April 10th,
No,
Violet's is
I
September
was.
11th, you'll never forget
No,
that.
I was the fourth baby.
Ryan's is June 26th.
Tell John.
Evelyn's is July 28th. I can't, John, when is your birthday?
July.
You gotta go ask Mommy what number.
July 23.
No, it's not, you're just making that up.
July 27.
You're making that up.
It's July 27.
It is July 27th, you're sure?
Yeah,
Why are you sure?
because Mommy even says it.
Because Mom said July 27th? I'm so sorry, I don't remember, Mater. I'm sorry. I should know that.
Told John I was the fourth baby born. After Marcus.
Marky was the first baby born. That's right.
And I was the fourth.
You were the 4th. That's right.
Was Charlie second?
Nope, it goes Marky was first,
Wow.
Ryan was second,
And Seth
and then
was
Seth
third.
was third,
Evelyn.
Evelyn was 4th, Violet was 5th. Oh, no, you weren't 4th.
I was fifth.
You were 5th. And John, you're 6th.
That's like
Oh my
you're
gosh,
younger
I'm
than
batting 0 tonight on the memory games here.
me. John, you're younger than me.
We're terrible, Dad.
How like five birthdays in your life.
5 birthdays.
No, actually 15.
15 birthdays. Oh. So I was working out on the treadmill last week in Ryan's room. I think I told this story. I can't remember or not. If I have recorded since then. I don't think I have. And I was going through his bedroom and
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, Mater.
Can
And
I say hi, everybody?
Yeah, you can say hi to everybody. Come on over here.
Hi, everybody.
Say it into the microphone. Come over here.
Hi, everybody.
No, say it into the mic, honey.
Hi, everybody.
There you go. There's Mater saying hi. So I tripped over a cord in his bedroom after I was done working out. And I went down like a beached whale. And I'm a big guy, and falling isn't pretty when you weigh 8 million pounds. And I hurt myself really bad. Like both my knees, of course, are already screwed up. So now they really freaking hurt. And they've been bad almost all week. And then my back, like today is probably the first day that I haven't had back pain. It was nasty. I was like, boring. It was really bad.
You actually bounced.
I didn't really bounce, but it felt like I bounced. I got hurt bad. I was like, oh, mommy.
Daddy, did you
Oh, I'm
cry?
speeding. No, I didn't cry. I said a bad word or two, though.
But sometimes Mom makes you let you cry.
I don't cry.
When Mom's gone, you cry.
When Mark is gone,
Baby.
When Mark is gone, I cry like a baby. What are you talking about? Is it wrong to cry? Is it wrong to be sad?
You cry.
I don't know if you guys ever saw when Mystery Science Theater, when they did, he was one. You know how, I don't know if you guys have seen the show before, but they had little segments in between the movies, the terrible movies that they watched, and one of the things that they would do is the guys on the ship would have an invention exchange. Hey, stop. Okay, guys, seriously. They would have an invention exchange with the mad scientists who had trapped them up there. So each week they would, make different things. And one of the things that the mad scientist made was
I like you, Daddy.
Oh, I wanted to stop there. Shoot.
I like you, Daddy.
It was like a Tupperware
My
container for rock stars that were not so fresh any longer. So once the rock star got unpopular, you'd pop them in this container. All right, guys, stop. Okay, you're interrupting me and you're hurting me because you guys are climbing all over me. That hurts.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too. That doesn't mean you should hurt me.
But John's jumping on me.
We hurt the ones we love. Okay, so anyway, the artist that they used for the example was Morrissey, and so they popped open the container. Of course, it's one of the actors from the show that they have in there, but he was dressed up to look like Morrissey, and he's like, "Is it wrong to hurt? Is it wrong to cry?" And he's like, "Can I sing my latest song?" And they're like, "Well, go ahead." And he starts singing a song about like dying and crying 1,000 times. He's like, "I died, I cried 1,000 deaths," and they're like, and then he just like seals it back up again. He's like, "Okay, that's enough. I've seen enough. Maybe this isn't such a good idea." But anyway, if you'd like, I mean, honestly, YouTube has, I think, like 99% of all the episodes. John, put those away, buddy. Good job. Good job. You just dumped peanuts all over the place. Good job. Put those away. Just looking at him and drifting all over the road. So, anyway, the whole premise is that it's a guy and 2 robots who have been trapped on a space station by some mad scientists who are doing an experiment. In the experiment, they make them watch really crappy movies from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and so forth. Really bad movies, like movies that, probably never made it to the theater, or, they're just bad movies. And so anyway, it's and then they sit down in the theater, like you see their heads like in the theater, and they make fun of the movies as they watch them. It's pretty funny. I've watched probably almost every single movie that they've done, like literally hundreds of episodes. And it's some of my favorite stuff. I mean, there's just so many funny things that happen in that show series. But then you get to know them. So like between the commercial breaks, they'll come out of the movie and they talk. They have little skits that they do, and then a commercial will happen, and then they'll come back to the rest of the skit and they'll finish their little skit, and then they go back in to do the watch more of the movie. But a lot of times they'll parody things that happen in the movie. They'll try to reenact it, like the guy and the 2 robots will reenact it. And anyway, if you're looking for something to watch that's funny and cute, and sometimes a little racy, unfortunately, not all the movies are up to my YouTube standards. I take no responsibility for the things that are seen or said on that program, but it was Comedy Central, so I mean it's back before they would allow pretty much anything on cable television. They had to have some morals, so they kept it clean. But there's some pretty funny stuff on there. So if you haven't seen Mystery Science Theater, now's your chance, because it's on YouTube. Those guys went on to do a series that's very successful called Riff Tracks, where they make fun of popular movies, including the that's my fault, really, not his. Including the awful, terrible Star Wars prequels, Harry Potter, all of the movies, Lord of the Rings, and some other major movies. They're pretty funny. That was like a long breaking session to get in here. I'm like, of course not. Are you kidding? Did you actually think he was going to come back on time?
Were you yelling for me?
No. But you could hang out for a little while if you wanted to. All right, well, if Mom calls you, please respond. Don't just sit down there and ignore her. Ryan has been addicted to Warframe. I am also thinking about... I'm definitely canning Spin Tires. I have one more episode series to do. I did a playthrough with Mitsu. I'll probably just chop that up into 2 or 3 episodes, or less maybe. I don't know. I might just throw the whole thing up there as one long 2-hour special. And I think Spin Tires is done with. I don't think they're going to be doing... though they did, you know what? They did do an update recently, so maybe we will, but nobody seems to like Spin Tires. Honestly, when I put that video up, it takes me like 4 weeks to get 200 views. All the rest of my series get like 200 views in the first like 5 minutes of being put up. So Spin Tires might be going night-night. And I'm looking for a game to replace it. There's plenty of games out there that I have that would be good replacements. I think I may revisit World of Warships. I might only do it in a replay capacity because the battles can be really long on World of Warships. And it might take you 10 minutes before any action actually happens. So I don't know for a fact that that's going to, how I'm going to do it yet exactly. But I think I'd like to start playing that game again. I really like World of Warships. It's a great game. And I just have kind of neglected it. I haven't played it probably for 8 months or more. But if I'm dumping spin tires, I'd like to replace it with something that is already familiar to the channel. Also upcoming, there's not a whole lot more to do in this game. I've pretty much visited everywhere. I mean, it sounds cocky, but I've done every city in the map. We've done pretty much every truck. The Peterbilt's the next step. I'm sorry, the Kenworth. Whoa, what happened? The T680 is going to be our last big leap. But other than that, there's really not much more going on. So I'm not saying that this series is going to end, but I think it's going to be a little longer. I'm not going to be posting an episode every 3 days, honestly. I'll probably just keep growing the company, and when big things happen, we'll jump back in again and play for a little while. Things like, obviously, Arizona is going to be coming out. They're going to add more trucks, I think. I'm hoping that they add more trucks. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen the other Peterbilt yet, but we had the 389, I think is what they were saying they're going to release. But we haven't seen that yet. But the series, after a while, it's like we've done the same thing over and over again, and this is what happens with the truck sim. The same thing happened to Euro Truck Simulator. Unfortunately, it's just the same thing over and over, and we're not seeing any new states. So as they add content, we will fire the series up again and get more involved. But I think for now, I'd like to, put this aside, and we'll look at some other games that are out there. Definitely, I've got, sometime this year, hopefully, Star Citizen is going to be hitting the shelves. I have already purchased into that. Naval Action might make a fun little mini-series. I don't know that it'll make a good... Since the battles take like an hour a piece, I don't know that, once again, that might be another one like World of Warships, where it's not going to make a great series like World of Tanks. We may do some revisiting to Euro Truck Simulator, and I'm trying to think of what else is out there. I've bought a whole bunch of games recently. Not all. I'm trying to find ones that are going to be channel worthy for a series. I know Mark and I are planning on at some point doing all of the Call of Duty World at War. We're going to play through that together. I've still got Skyrim out there that I haven't done yet. I have to pick and choose. So, if I'm playing one game, it means I found in my life, in general, I have slots for 3 games. That seems to be the magic number. It's enough where, I've got Farm Sim, American Truck Simulator, and World of Tanks. In order to add a new game, I have to remove another one, So, I don't want to, like I said, don't be sad. I'm not going to remove American Truck Simulator forever. But there's a limited life to what I can do. I'm basically just driving back and forth across California now. You guys have seen pretty much everything that's going to happen, so it's not like it's going to be like super exciting. But I'm going to say probably give you another 5 to 10 episodes before I call it quits on this one. But then we're going to move into something different. And, like I said, when new updates come out for this or a new truck or something, then we're going to come back in again. So don't be sad. It's not the end of American Truck Simulator. I just feel like I've kind of, beat this one to the ground. And right now we're just driving back and forth over the same routes. And it just, after a while, it's fun. I like that kind of gameplay because I listen to Bible study. I watch Pawn Stars with Ryan. We just kind of hang out and do stuff like that. But to continue a YouTube series, with hour-long videos several times a week doing the same routes over and over again, you kind of run out of content. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think too. Obviously in the comments below, if you'd like to see a new series. Like, once again, in order for me to do a new series, I have to make room with one of these series. So if I want to do Skyrim, I have to get rid of American Truck Simulator. If I want to do what stuff? Or World of Warships or something, Well, because just time-wise, Seth, like my life, you know how it is. I'm busy, and like this week, I'm already looking at a nightmare. I've got 12 properties that I have to shoot in the next 4 days. That's 3 properties a day. Plus, I have editing projects that have to get done at night, and I'm going to be in Columbus for 2 of those days. So that's just, you can see right there what kind of a schedule I'm keeping, and it means that I'm not on Thursday and Friday. I'm not going to be able to play games at all because I'm going to be on the road. Yes, Seth, what do you want? That's right.
Instead of doing this one day, you could do Skyrim.
Right, but I want to keep a series going. So for me to keep a series, I can't play one game and then come back to it a month and a half later to play it again. Right. Now, here's the thing. If my YouTube channel ever gets so popular that I am like, Peanut Butter Gamer or, whatever those guys are, Toby, these guys that's all they do is play video games, well then yeah, I'm going to have more time to do that. But right now, we don't have the income through this to $400 a month is cool, $300 a month is cool. It helps pay for my car and stuff, but it's not enough to dedicate all my time to playing video games. I still have to run my business because that's where 90% of my money comes from, is my business. If we could flip that around and make this 90% of the time, then I can do my business on the side and do this full time. And maybe someday we'll get there, but it's been a couple years to get this far. I think it's probably going to be a couple years more before we get to the point where I'm so stinking popular and I may never get there either. But I'll tell you what, this game has really helped my channel, and I'm not snubbing it at all. I love American Truck Simulator. As you guys know, I've really enjoyed playing it. Obviously, I keep growing my company, but at the same time, I want to bring new, fresh content to the channel to draw more people in, and we will not kill this one, but we're going to continue. And I'm grateful. This game has really grown our channel. So I'm hoping that things like, and that makes it better for you guys too, because the more my channel grows, the more I can put into it, once again. So I give you these pep talks every couple months to let you know what's going on. I feel like this one is just kind of, we've gotten like 30 or 40 episodes out of it. I think it's time to take a break, and we'll come back, but when new content comes out. Honestly, there probably will come a time with the farm sim, though I'm now playing with the soil mod and all that stuff, and we're doing Sandy Bay, that probably will last us for several more months. And really, I'm not playing the farm sim as much on my own anymore because I've kind of played the heck out of it. So, literally, I've put more hours into the farm sim than I've ever played any other game in my life. We're talking, I have, seriously, I think 1,400 hours in the farm sim. If you do the math on that, that's basically a part-time job. It's like I worked 4 hours a day on the farm sim. So what's happening is, as I watch TV or something, I'll play it, but if I really want to do a gaming experience, I'm starting to go back to some of the other games that I have that I'm not recording. So Borderlands, or I'm trying to finish Grand Theft Auto 5, which is a horrible game. I would never put it on my channel because it's just terrible, but I want to finish it. And I like the game, it's not appropriate. I don't feel it's appropriate for my channel. Skyrim, though I don't play that much, but like I said, I'd like to get back into World of Warships, and so I think that rotating content is kind of the way to go. And don't unsubscribe, please. If I get a lot of people saying, hey, I'm leaving the channel because you're not going to do ATS for a while, I'll think about it. But like I said, you guys have seen it, and there's a point where you've just kind of seen what there is to see in the game, and now where it's a waiting game until we get new content. So, oops. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. And I'd like to be able to get you some more content from other games that are out there. Real Planes is another game that I got, where you design your own airplanes and fly it. Polybridge. Steam is great because they know how to get all your money, man. It's like World of Tanks. World of Tanks comes out with a new tank every couple weeks now. And they charge you anywhere from $10 to $30, $40, and that just sucks the money. And then you have the company, you have Steam, and it goes on sale, and they get games like $6, $7 for an entire game, and it's like, man, how do I can't say no. You mean I can get BioShock Infinite and every single DLC that ever came out for $6? Dude. And the same holds true for, what was the other one that I just bought? Oh, Fallout 3. Once again, another game that I don't think I could do on my YouTube channel. It's too violent and graphic and pretty coarse. But Skyrim I could see doing. Skyrim's pretty funny, and there's a lot of really stiff acting in Skyrim that makes it kind of silly and palatable. The content's kind of violent, but at the same time, it's not overwhelmingly so. So I know I've been talking about that one, and I love Skyrim, so it's probably a game that I should play. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I've never done a first-person shooter before. Like that kind of, like a story game on my channel, so it'll be interesting to see if that would work out or not. But I'd like to try it. So, like I said, we are going to continue this game for several more episodes, but then at that point, we're going to just kind of let it take a little break, and we will, pick up when, I'll keep playing it and I'll keep growing the stuff, but when we have a major change or a new truck comes in or a new DLC comes out, we'll review it and then we'll play some on that with that equipment so you guys can see it. So those are my evil plans. I have an empire I have to grow. So, but yeah, I was watching, my kids were like, hey Dad, can we watch one of your World of Warships videos? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So we were watching one of them, and it lighted that spark in me again. I was like, man, I just love that game, and I haven't played it. I don't know why I haven't been playing it, but I just haven't played it. And I realized it's because I'm busy, I have to make room for one, and in order to do that, I have to get rid of another one. It doesn't mean, uninstall it or get rid of it, but it just means play one less. So like I said, I've been playing World of Tanks more. You guys have definitely, hopefully, seen an increase in videos there. I've been putting a lot of longer videos out. Usually they're half an hour. My World of Tanks videos are up to an hour. And Farm Sim, we're going to continue to get going. I mean, Farm Sim, because even if the nice thing about the Farm Sim, and I don't know why this is, but the Farm Sim, the way it breaks up, I get like 6 or 7 episodes out of 2.5 to 3 hours of gameplay. So I'll just sit down one night and I record a whole bunch, and then I cut it up into episodes and put it up there. So Farm Sim, I think, is going to have a continued stream of videos, even if I'm not playing the game as much, because what you don't see in the background is, even when I'm not recording, a lot of times I'm playing the Farm Sim. So we'll back that off a little bit, and more of my Farm Sim time is going to be just recording time. But that'll give me more space to work on World of Tanks. That'll give me more space to work on... It's all a matter of shuffling, guys. It really is. Just like life and anything in life, you have to shuffle things around a little bit and make time to do different stuff, and you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean, right? All right, so how are we doing on our... We've got 7 hours left. We have 24 hours in the job, 7 hours till we get there. So it's going to be right on the dot with our sleepiness. We're gonna have sleepy time right when we get there. I don't even know where we're going. I know we're going south, but I think... Oh, you know why? I went in and I did get a level up, and I put in the 4th dot for long distance travel. So now I should start seeing jobs that are about $30,000. That's as far... Like, this was from the top of the map all the way to the bottom. So I came from Eureka, and I will be driving this all the way into Santa Barbara, I believe. Santa Barbara? No. What's the southern one? Oh, Arthur. Where am I going? El Centro. Well, close enough. Wait, it's not Santa Barbara. What am I thinking of? What's the... No, it is Santa Barbara, right? Wrong? No, Santa Barbara's up north by Oxnard. Hold on, let's see. Let me look at the map. That's going to make me nuts. San Diego. There is no Santa Barbara on this map. Santa Barbara. Now, my mom went to a little interesting history note. This is the reason why I've been to California so many times. My mommy went to college in Santa Barbara. There's a little Christian college there called Westmont, and it's in the foothills up by Ronald Reagan's ranch, actually. And so you go into Santa Barbara, and then you drive up the side of the mountain. About halfway up is this school called Westmont. And so she went to college there, and So she wanted to, she was there for 4 or 5 years. That's where she met my dad. Fortunately, but unfortunately, he was kind of a jerk. Anyway, so she met my dad there. They got married and came back home. And then anyway, long story short, it didn't work out. And so he moved back to California, and she stayed here in Ohio. But, she was like, man, you got to see it. I really want you to see California. It's beautiful. It's a really cool place. And, so when I was 16, we flew out there for the first time and landed in Los Angeles. My grandpa and grandma were pretty well-to-do towards the end of their lives. That's another whole story. But we got time. Anyway, he had an IRA that he had set aside, and every year an IRA, I don't know if you guys know anything about IRAs and about tax shelters and stuff like that, you have to take a certain amount of money out every year. So he would divide that up amongst his 4 kids and give them each, a portion of that money for Christmas. So it was like $3,000 or $4,000. So he would give my mom $3,000 every year at Christmas, and she's like, hey, let's go on vacation. So we would fly out to California and rent a car and spend 2 weeks driving around Northern California, or Southern and Northern. So we'd fly into LA and get a rental car and then drive up the coast to Santa Barbara. And so I got to see the school, and I got to visit Oxnard. I got to visit San Luis Obispo, Santa Cruz, Monterey. Like, we just went up Highway 1 all along the coast there. And that was my first trip out there. And I think we ended up all the way into San Francisco. And I fell in love with California. I was like, oh my gosh. And, to this day I regret, though there's so much traffic and there's so much pollution. And it's a different world as far as that goes. But I do regret not spending more time out there or living there for a little while, at least just to see, I went out there several times. And I definitely, that song, I Left My Heart in San Francisco, I did. I really did. San Francisco it's my favorite place in the world. It's so beautiful. And the mountains and the way the city has, the streets have all those hills, and it's just an incredible city. And I loved it. So I did leave my heart there. And then, as we went out there a couple times, we went all over the place. So we went to Mount St. Helens, and we went to, Seattle, up to Port Angeles, up to Vancouver Island, and Florence, and, just all over Oregon and Washington, and I've been into Idaho, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, Colorado. I mean, all over the place. For 4 or 5 years, we would go on vacation out there and just go all over Salt Lake City. And then as I got older and started working in computers, a lot of the companies that I worked for had, apartments or business things that were out in those areas. So whenever I got the opportunity to get out there, I would just, when I had time off at work, we always have a rental car, I'd just go driving. So I'd drive all over California and all over Colorado. I had one time when I worked for Associated States, they flew me out to Arizona and they gave me a rental car. And I said, listen, instead of flying me from Arizona, from Phoenix, up to Colorado Springs where the other property was, I said, tell you what, as you pay my hotel and for the rental car for 2 days, which is still cheaper than, at the time it was cheaper than flying up. Prices have come down, but this is back right after 9/11 when airfare was like crazy expensive. It was like $600, $700 for a ticket to go out west, So I said, listen, why don't you guys fly me there? I'll drive over the weekend. I don't mind driving. And so I drove from Phoenix all the way up to Colorado Springs, and it was one of my most memorable trips. I went through Santa Fe. I went through Albuquerque. Was it about Bugs Bunny always saying he had to make a left at Albuquerque, or didn't make a left at Albuquerque, and that's why he's lost? And I think I stayed in Santa Fe, and through Pueblo, and it was like, I just love it out there. Every inch of it. Every time I drive, it's like driving through a giant train layout. That's probably why I like this game so much. It's one of those things where, I look around in the scenery, and this is, you're looking out here and you look at those, you see all the wind, what do you call those, wind turbines, you see the mountains, you You see the train right there? This is like a train layout. And that's what it looks like out west. These giant mountains, and there's little big trains everywhere. They look little because the landscape is so big. I just love it. It's amazing. And so I don't know why I live in the Midwest, except for when you got 6 kids, it's really nice having a stable supply of water. And I know that that's becoming a big issue out there. I know that the Colorado River is drying up, and I know a lot of their water sources are drying up, and it's going to be a big problem. In the next 10, 15 years, it may turn into a major, major problem. I mean, they're running short on water, and I know California, too, is having big issues running out of water. That place the desert was really never meant to sustain the amount of people that live out there now, and it's becoming a big issue. They're doing the best they can to make water so people can have it, but honestly, I live on the shores of the Great Lakes. It doesn't make sense for me to move somewhere where there's no water. If and when the proverbial poop hits the fan, I'm less than an hour away from one of the largest freshwater sources in the world. I mean, we have a river in our backyard that you just go out in the back and boil some water. It takes me it's about 4 minutes from my house. There's a natural river that runs through my backyard. So anyway, hopefully that never happens. But in case of or I guess nuclear wouldn't really be good anyway. But in case of complete anarchy collapse, we have fresh water. That's something you don't have out west, so be something I get when I retire, right? So I've learned the trick about these ramps is you just go up real slow, but you keep the motor going so that you don't stall out. There we go. And I can go up to the top where I can actually make a full stop. And pull on out. And we are almost home to our final destination as we pull into El Centro, California. Those clouds are moving. That must be like 60-mile-an-hour winds up there. Look at the clouds moving. I've never seen them do that before. Wow. I never saw the clouds move. Huh. Did you? They usually look pretty stable. It must be... That's interesting. Huh. Alright, so I'm going to... I think I should probably stop... no, we got plenty of gas. I got over half a tank. I mean, we got to be right on the door of this place. 2 hours and 19 minutes before I sleep. Wow, 2 hours and 19 minutes before we get there. Hopefully there'll be a sleeping spot nearby. And I also need to repair my truck. My truck is starting to get beat down. I think I'm at like 6%, yeah. And that's just normal wear and tear. We haven't had any accidents this trip, knock on wood. But yeah, look at that sky. It's really active today. That's the other thing that I love about that area. It's always sunny. Almost always. Now, I know up north by San Francisco and stuff, it gets gray. But, most of California and most of the West, actually, it's just... I don't know, for those of you that don't live in the Northeast, you don't know what it's like to have like 15 days of no sunshine in a row. It gets really, I don't want to say depressing, but it does affect you. And it is, there's something about the sun. I know when I went down to Florida the first time in January, I just sat out by the pool in the sun, like just feeling it on my skin, like, oh, sun. I know it's not good for you. It is a little bit, like obviously you need vitamin D and you get that from, kids are getting in trouble. You get that vitamin D from being in the sunlight, but it's too much of it's not a good thing. But just that feeling of like warmth on your face, like, oh, I could live again. All right, so is this? Oh, it's turning into a freeway. Interesting. Man, this is like really out there. I don't even know how far. I guess maybe another. I thought we'd be closer. Like we're through El Centro. moving back out into the desert again. I don't want to be hogging the fast lane. This week I saw a couple W900s, like the new ones, like what I'm driving, and I thought that was pretty neat to actually see them out and like out and around. A lot of times I see the older ones with the split windscreens, but it's pretty rare to see the brand new ones. I thought that was kind of neat. All right, here comes the final destination. Whoa, it's right here. Jeez. All right. And unfortunately, those bushes make it kind of difficult to see what's coming up. But as we know, we could just drive out there because they'll all stop. Come on, turn the wheel. I wish they'd patch that center spring, man. I don't think they're going to, but yeah, I know. I don't think there's anywhere nearby here. It's not good. Let's see. Let's look at a map real quick and see. At the very end. Okay, well, no repair place either. Repair place. No repair place either. These guys have a lot of stuff to haul. That's another thing I like about this game. I like the way when you pull into a place, it has things for you to haul. Like, I could just grab a job from here instead of having to drive around and find another one. A lot of times, though, they're not the ones that you really want pay-wise. But it's still kind of neat that that's, you know, how they do it. Turn those wheels. All right. Without jackknifing. Oh! Got a little heavy on the gas there. Didn't want to do that. Oops. All right, so we're going to see... Let's take a look here and see how we're doing. It's hard to tell with the mirrors. There we go. Need to go a little further forward. Good. Yeah, I know. So before we go for a nap, let's take a look at our finances, because I might be able to just jump back to base, sell the truck, and go back to base. Or not sell this. We're going to keep this truck, but we're going to give it to another driver. And I may just expand my current garage, though we'll see. What'd I hit? Come on. Running that hay bale over. Or something. Whoops. That was a terrible parking job. All right. No damage. No nothing. That was a pretty easy trip. $26,000. So we have gone up to an entrepreneur. What's the matter, Evelyn? All right, so in the banking screen, you can see here, I only owe $68,000. So we're going to have some money left over, which is great news. So we're free and clear now. I can borrow $500,000. It's going to be... It's always hard to make those payments, man, but we're going to have a lot of money, so we should be just fine. I am going to take out the full loan. So, yep. And we're going to add this. Yep, so we're going to be paying $7,602 a day. The next thing that we need to do is go to our garage manager. We're going to expand our San Francisco garage to a large size. I know this is not the most economical way, but this is how we're doing it. So we're going to... Let's see, what is our daily profit? $20,000 a day. So that's good, right? The revenue for the last 7 days, we're at 100% operating capacity. That is really nice. So let's go ahead and, how do I, once again, I never can find how to expand a garage. How do I expand my garage? Available garage slots. Where's upgrade? Why? Why? Select available garage. Let's click this. Okay. Really? I can't. Wow. Company manager. Maybe I can't do it from the bank. No, this is exactly where we were. Why can't I upgrade the garage? Upgrade. It's really not. They should have put it off to the side. I don't. It's on the picture. $100,000. That's not bad. So there we go. So we added 2 new drivers. Oh, financial makeover. There we go. I don't really want to go back to the garage, but we're going back anyway. And we get to watch a 45-minute demonstration of what the new big garage looks like. This is my first big garage in this game, by the way. Nice modern roof. Open, airy, lots of light. Truck headquarters. Sweet. Wow, look at all those tires and stuff, man. We are ready to go. Uh-oh. The guy's passing out as we're doing this. So it is time to go to the truck manager. So we still have $477,000 left. Time to have some fun. We're going to get, let's see. I need to get a truck manager. No. We need to go to truck dealers. So we're going to go to Kenworth. Peterbilt, Kenworth. That's the nearest one. We're going to visit the selected dealer. We're going to purchase this truck, but we're not doing this one. Hang on. So let's see what our different... We're going to go with the base model, and we're going to customizely configure. First off, yes, we want the sleeper. And we're going to go with the longest chassis, 300-gallon tank. Thank you. Going with 500 horsepower motor. I know the Packard is where I want it. I don't... Well, let's see. It's $1,000 more for the 550, so we might as well go with the 550, right? As long as we're spending all this money. 18 speed with retarder. I don't know. Why would you go with a 6-speed aside from ease of use? But whatever. Yeah, I'm not into the upgrade. Actually, that's pretty nice. I mean, I could be happy with gray too, but we've had all gray interiors. Let's do it. I mean, what the heck? You only live once, right? And we can either have the diamond. I don't like the diamond pattern. I like this pattern. I'm not really big into the wood grain, though. But, I have it in my real car. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know which I like better. No, this is more fancy looking, I guess. Leather seats. Okay, we'll do it. Paint job. Well, let's do this. Let's do the accessories first so we can kind of... definitely want to put that mirror back on the side. Yep. And I want to have the bumper. I don't want a bumper. I don't like those things. We want a painted bumper. You got to get a diaper one? Okay, go tell Ryan. Yep, go tell him. You go do it. I want that door handle, right? You want that? Door handle with chrome. No, I like that. I like the way that looks because that kind of matches this thingy. Definitely matching mirrors. What else we got? What do we have for exhaust? Dual exhaust. Why would you do that? I guess maybe it hides it underneath. Is that the deal? Short pipe. SCR exhaust. I wonder what that does in real life. Somebody can comment on that. We're going with the duals. I'm not spending $11,000 on exhaust, am I? No, I like the pipes. Whew. All right. What else do we need? We're going to need, let's see. Definitely we want the best tires all the way around. Exclusive. I don't know if they really make that much of a difference, but who knows. Boy, is that ugly. Let's do it. Those are freaking ugly, man. All right, let's see what that looks like. That looks really ugly. I don't think I can live with myself with this, especially. I think that's really ugly looking. Man, somebody might like that though. I'm sorry if I offended you, but. And like these, I don't really see what the big difference is. I almost like the black hub. Maybe that's a sign of a cheap truck. I don't know. Oh, you don't have a hubcap on that? Oh, cheap. So let's go for Seagull standard and see how those all look. Well, there's Seagull. Seagull. Okay, and last but not least, we need to paint this bad boy. We could do the steam paint job. I don't really like the steampunk brown paint job. This is kind of, it looks like an Egyptian head. Like the Sphinx head, right? Doesn't it? And to be honest with you, I didn't think I'd have this much money to work with. That's kind of a cool, maybe? This is going to be the longest episode ever. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know, man. Oh, that's kind of cool, too. Those are expensive paint jobs, though. Wow. I kind of like that. We've done the flames already. I'm over the flame job. There's still a bunch I haven't unlocked yet, but I kind of like this one. I like it. It kind of matches our colors, too. I almost like it the way it is. You know, they did a good job picking these paint jobs. I do like that, too. I don't know if I like the orange, though. Let's see what we can change here. Maybe make it blue, because I'm V-blue. Oh, that's kind of better. What does this do? That's our highlight color. That's kind of cool. Ooh, and it goes with the purple, too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm liking that. Yeah, I do like that. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. It's the most expensive truck we could possibly buy at this point. There's some accessories here. What do we got? Front mirrors, main mirror, front mirror. Yeah, these are all. It's interesting. Unlike Euro Truck Simulator had a lot of little things you could add inside the cabin. This one just doesn't. Side mirror. Nah, I don't need that. I don't ever use those. I really like this truck, though. The only problem I'm seeing. I'm not sure the color goes with the interior. Why is the mirror orange still? Well, okay, so we're going to confirm. And we're not going to trade in. We're going to purchase outright. Boop. Yes. And the other truck's going to get set to San Francisco. Boop. Oh, select a slot. Boom. Okay, and while we're here, wait, I'm not ready to leave the dealership. Okay, still tired. Man, he must be really tired. So there's our T680. She's a beaut. Oh, I love the color shift. That was really cool how it went to like light blue and dark blue. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's a nice truck, man. Oh, yeah. What a beauty. Here's some background music there. So, nice truck. Okay, so we need to go to the dealership one more time, though. How much money do we got left? $280. So, truck dealers. And we're going to go to the Kenworth dealer here. What's up, Mark? That's a little later than 10:30 there, bro.
That's at 10:30 and 11:30. Between.
Oh, okay. What time is it?
11:30.
So that'd be like around 11:30.
I just want to make myself sound better before I go out.
What?
I just want to sound better before I go out. You always know it's going to be the later end of the spectrum.
No, just say later then. You want to drive? Wait, don't. X. Yeah, I want to drive a new truck. Okay, so I purchased it already. What are they doing? Okay.
It's a nice truck.
I know.
I like that paint scheme. Oh, I wish you could get the round lights on it there. Love the round.
Wait, why is it doing this?
Where's Ryan? Is he downstairs?
Okay. That was kind of a buggy thing. Yeah, Ryan's downstairs, hon. So now I want to go to. Well, do I need to go to? Can I buy online yet? Oh, look. I guess 3 trucks is the limit here. So what we got? We got day cabs. I want to have they all need to have sleepers. 143. Oh, that's cool. It shows me all the Kenworths. Okay. And then let's see what Peterbilt has. They got 118, 144. Oh, for another yellow truck. No, I want to go to the dealer. So we got 2 Peterbilts already. So yeah, we're going to buy another. And we're not going to go hog wild, but we're going to, let's see. Okay, so we're going to go truck dealers. Kenworth. Yep. There, okay, it reset now. It was really weird how it did that before. It was like I never left the store. Custom configuration. And we're going to go, boop. He is going to get a sleeper cab, yes. Wow, that just jumps it right up there. Small motor, 370, whatever. He doesn't need the fancy interior. Sorry. That white paint is just fine. Maybe we'll do black. There we go. I mean, that should be it. 142,000. What's the additional price there? What are they charging me additional for? Oh, for the sleeper. Yep, they need to have sleepers. I feel like my truckers all need sleepers. Yep. So, confirm. So that we're gonna purchase. No, I don't want to drive this one. And it's going to San Francisco. Boop. Okay. Okay. So we got 137 left. So we're going to go back to, now I shouldn't have done this. I didn't know I was going to have so much money left over. So we're going to exit the truck dealer. And we're going to go to our bank. And we're going to repay the $100,000 loan. And we should be left with 37. So yeah, we didn't pay any interest on that loan. So the sooner you pay them off, the quicker you get rid of the interest. So we paid no interest. So we really ended up not borrowing that money is really what happened. So we have $37,000 and a $400,000 loan that'll be paid off in 30 days. We'll pay it off faster than that. And now we need to go to our recruitment agency. And I need to hire 2 drivers. So we're going to go to hire drivers. We found a couple more, but okay, we got 217, so that's good. So we're going to hire John D here. And, yep, hire the driver. He's going to be in California. He's going to be in this guy. And Vaclav M. And he's going to be in California, and he's going to be driving my old truck. Vaclav, you better take care of my truck or I'm going to be pissed. Nice truck. You drive a nice truck. Okay, so. Oh, Robo P, where did he come from? What? Well, hang on. Which of these guys? This guy. He's kind of weird looking, so sorry. How do I let him go? Dismiss. There we go. Goodbye. Sorry, it's just not going to work out. And we're going to train him on long distance. We should also check our other drivers. She's almost all the way. She's fine with it, so we're going to do hazardous cargo for her now. Martin is all hazardous cargo. He's doing high value right now. Okay, so we're good there. This guy is all there. And what's he learning? He's not learning anything. What? Oh, that's me. So we're going to go back to the recruitment agency. We're going to hire a driver, and we're going to take the 2.7 driver because that's, wow. Where did he come from? The frick? As soon as I hired those other guys. RoboCop here. Okay, Robo, you have a high enough rating that I'm going to put you right into the best truck in my fleet. That's not that one. Sorry, I lied. You get to have this black truck instead. All right, so we're going to go to the company manager once again. We're going to, not the recruitment agency, but driver manager. And we're going to take a look at Robo. And he's going to be learning long distance. Mark is over in the other room singing because he's weird. But he's my kid, so what are you going to do? And that does it, folks. So we have our T680. We're going to run probably several cargoes with this. I'll take you on my first ride with it before for our next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, don't be afraid. I'm not quitting the game. Like I said, I'm just going to be, putting the video efforts towards other games for a little while. And when something new comes out, we'll be back here again. But I am going to run 5 or 6 episodes with this new truck before I, step back a little bit and take a break. So I will see you guys on the roads. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye.